Alright guys, and welcome back to a new episode of Project Ozone free Kappa Mode, and today we are just going to take a look at some of the quests, especially including, I don't know, which ones actually do we have left to do? We do have the patterns one, and we do have the mesh one, and we do have the iron furnace one, so we'll actually just take a look at some of those, and try to continue there a bit, and also gather some resources. So what I would like to do first is actually upgrade all of our existing thief meshes to a high T, and for that we actually do have some cobblestone in here already, so that should already be quite a lot, which we can use to make some gravel, which we then can use to make some flint, which we can use to upgrade the thieves, which is kind of cool. So yeah, we're just gonna do a little time lapse, and in a second we're gonna see each other back. So see you second, and yeah. Alright, we upgraded the whole mesh to flint mesh after quite a bit of time, and yeah, there we go. So now we can continue with the other stuff we need to do. And the first thing I want to do would be to make some more apple juice, since, as already explained in the last episode, the bonsai tree we made is basically generating a ton of wood for us. So as you can see here, it's generating wood and apples and leaves and saplings and sticks, which, the apples we can use to make some apple juice, though, to be honest, I'm not even sure how long we're still gonna need that, since we are getting very close to actually being able to make the saturation totem. Well, alright, so I think we could just technically even aim towards doing that if we want to, as like the next step, which would basically require us to do something like, for example, doing the iron furnace, which we could technically quite easily do. As you might have also seen the time-lapse, I've been doing a second cobblestone generator to get a bit faster the cobblestone, since it was taking quite a long amount of time to actually get the cobblestone needed. Alright, let's just make some gravel real quick, and then we're gonna throw it into the sieve. So we get like nearly 2 stacks of gravel, and we're just gonna throw it in here. And oh my, did you see that? Did you just see that? It's amazing. And we also got like nearly 2 stacks of those iron pebbles. Like, this pack is definitely interesting. It's definitely interesting, okay? So like, it's definitely not gonna be, like, for now it's like a lot of resources we're getting there, but long term it's probably not gonna be a lot, like, in comparison. Also, I'm gonna grab some more water and lava and gonna make another cobblestone generator real quick. So we're just gonna put those here and get a bit of cobblestone, just so that we definitely have enough of that, since for the next 2 things we're gonna have to do in this pack, I feel like we're gonna need a lot of cobblestone. But I might also be wrong with that. We'll see. So, alright. I think we need like 8 cobblestone, like 8 iron. And then we should be able to upgrade the furnace, which we already have, for which we would need a pickaxe though, so that we can mine the one we have. And, okay, yeah, pickaxe at least works normal. I was kind of afraid, considering how some other mod packs have been doing this. And we're just going to take the furnace and we're going to make an iron furnace out of it. There we go. And that's actually looking quite cool. It seems to be... Oh. Alright. It has like an energy star, so it probably means that we can charge this thing with energy. And this kind of seems like a liquid star, so we might actually be able to also burn things through like lava and other liquids. Alright, okay, let's get the Renovator of Kindness, and we only need one more quest to be completed. Also, we're getting an iron kit, which allows us to basically just upgrade another furnace into an iron furnace, which is actually quite useful. Alright, and I think the next one we could basically just do would be the iron stiffened mesh, I think. So we're just gonna throw in the charcoal in here and the iron ore chunk. And then we're just gonna wait for a bit more iron to be completed. And then we're just gonna upgrade like one single mesh to the iron here, which technically is a lot more efficient than the flint one, if I'm not wrong. But for now, it's gonna take like too much of time to actually convert all of those. I'm also kind of thinking if like those longer tasks, which normally would require like a time lapse, for example, or possibly some longer building projects, if I should do those in potentially dedicated streams for the Project Ozone 3 series. If I should do that, just let me know in the comments. Like, should we let it say Let's Play Only series, or should we stream the series as well? If I would do that, I would totally upload the VODs to YouTube, and I would also give a small recap in each new episode of like what happened. And most of the product will definitely stay Let's Play content in the video form. Though I could imagine in some ways like things like upgrading those sieve meshes to iron and then upgrading them to diamond would be kind of a nice thing to just do stream and just talk about things with the community while doing so. But I'm not sure. So let me know. Alright, quest completed, iron mesh, and 5 random act of kindness. So we can actually take the 64 rack, and now we can go there and do saturation totem, detect, and submit. And we can get the ability totem, which I think we can, yeah, just right click, I see. And we cannot use it yet. Are you serious? Are you serious? There are actually two things I don't like about this right now. And I feel kind of stupid. No. So the first thing is, we need 58 levels to do that. And the second thing is, it seems to have 3 stages of saturation. And I think the first one is basically just reducing the hunger we get, and not just completely eliminating it. Are you serious? Alright, I'm not gonna care about this any further, I think. Is this how does this work? Wait. Is this like a quest we can do multiple times? Because if it is, then I'm right with like, or is it like a quest we can only do once? Because then it would probably be like a complete no food, no hunger solution. But I don't know. I guess we can just try, like, as soon as we have enough levels. We're just gonna have to find a good way to do that. Also, it's still saying it's still saying unclaimed reward. I think it's basically, yeah, no, okay. That's quite sad. I was really hoping for it to be, yeah, alright. Is there any other totem we might want to have? I'm just kind of checking through them, but it doesn't really seem like there's anything we really want to get. So, like, the only thing is flight totem. So I guess we're just gonna aim for that one as the next one. So I was not planning on, like, even if we need to get this 3 times, I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm gonna go with flight one first. That's gonna be a lot more useful. And when we do have a food source, it's not like we don't have one. But I might use some XP to actually use the totem. And at least get like a bit of a saturation boost. Alright, that's kind of disappointing. I was not expecting that, but alright. So I think like, yeah, there are like a lot more things we could do. But I think like most of those things would be probably kind of cool to do in a dedicated episode. Like, this basically, when we do this, this is basically going to be the whole Tinker's Construct mod. Or like, what I was saying, like the whole introduction to the Tinker's Construct mod. So basically, it's going to allow us to duplicate ores, technically. The carrots we don't seem to be able to do yet, I think. We might still take a look into it though. The mesh upgrades, I still don't know if we want to do them in a video or if we want to stream those. As well as possibly just general resource gain. And another one which we would definitely take a look into, though I would love to have a separate episode for that one, would be the auto sifter, which would basically allow us to automate resource generation. Like basically automate the sieve here. Which is actually like one of the most important things we have to do, I feel like. Because we'll find a way to automatically convert cobblestone to gravel. This would basically be full automated resource generation. That would be kind of cool. Yeah, and then there are like all of the other tabs here. It's kind of cool to see that we have like mystical agriculture here, which allows us to plant some flowers which give us resource, but that's going to be a thing for a lot later, I think. This is actually quite interesting. I think this is magnetic craft, yeah. That's magnetic craft. And yeah, that's probably going to be like one thing we need to do quite soon, since it allows us to get metal plates, like iron plates, which we need to make a bucket. So yeah. And then we get like a lot of other quests. I'm not going to look through all of them yet, since I also don't want to spoil myself. It seems like we got some solar panels and all that kind of stuff, and like some, I don't know. I know this. Oh my god, no! This sparks memories from playing Project Ozone 2. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, just go watch the streams on Twitch, or like the VODs on the itscodeline YouTube channel, because this is hilarious. Like this, because we did that. The Erebus dimension, we did that. We did do that. And I didn't plan to go back. And we also get Primitive Craft. Okay, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, but it's also gonna be quite hilarious. And with that being said, I'm gonna have this episode for now, since it's also kind of a second episode for today already. I'm just doing this to also kind of check for some changes in how I use my microphone and everything. And I hope it sounds a bit better. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it sounds a bit clean and everything. If there's anything about the microphone quality you'd like to see be improved, don't hesitate to tell me. And other than that, it would be great to know about the thing for live streams if we want to do some streaming content on Project Ozone 3 as well, to like have something like Steve upgrading and everything on a stream, or bigger builds, for example, and then giving a recap in the videos, or if we want to keep it a video-only series. I'm going to leave the choice to you guys. And with that being said, see you, and bye-bye.